All right. So, kind of seems like, the video is going to go on YouTube. I have several videos on there regarding lots of things, I guess, because I'm into lots of things. Kind of a long story. Try to keep it short, sweet. Years ago, the 2000. So yeah, here, let's get a. Here's your frame. Okay. So the 2000 to 2005 Monte Carlos, there was a very affordable upgrade or a mod that you could do. It was called an SLP grill. They also came on Tony Stewart cars. They were just a smidge different design. That being said, they were both pretty similar. Once upon a time, you could pick up those SLP grills. Here, I'll take you over here. I should probably edit this, but I'm not that into editing stuff. So, once upon a time, there's the original unit. You could buy that grill minus the emblem, of course. It just had a pad of it was just solid plastic, and then you could stick on whatever. But I've since this is probably I've had two different designs in a sense as far as products used. This is 100% plastic ABS. The thing of it is this one that I made is real similar to. It's kind of like combining both of the same Tony Stewart and this one. And the reason I did that was, years ago you get accused of copying certain things, and there's no patent on some of that stuff. So the reason that I do these the way that I do is just so I don't have that issue. Now, if you would put this up, to a stock one, that was always the issue. Everybody, the SLP has a nicer, more robust radius, I guess you could say. Whereas, like, if you look at the Tony Stewart, this is designed after Tony Stewart one. Tony Stewart is just a little bit harsher radius on top. So this was drawn up in CAD, so as you can see, it's just a little bit different. But if you've never, the thing is the way I've always advertised these things. It's like, you could have a reproduction that's pretty darn close, and if you back up 2 foot, guaranteed nobody's going to know about it. So, or even care, or even notice it unless you're into these cars. So like I said, that being said, I ran I think that I will design these a little bit differently. I'm just going to add to the program, basically. Go back into the file and kind of tweak some stuff. When I first started, it was 1/4 inch material, and I've since went to 1/8 inch material. What I'd like to do is be able to cut my goal is everything to be cut on the machine, because the ones that I've made, I've probably made half a dozen of them, I think, over the course of a couple years, and they move quickly. If you sell them on eBay, that was, like I say, getting back to what I had said before, is a lot of guys would complain, and this isn't exactly, if I'm going to spend my money, I want it exactly the way. I'm like, well, if you're going to do that, you might as well look around for an original. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I hate to be that guy, but you can complain to me as to how this isn't correct, or this isn't this isn't like an original. Well, it wasn't supposed to be. It's a reproduction. It's a recreation. Because at the end of the day, since I've tweak things in such a way it's not even close to the original, and that was the goal. You want to retain the appearance and the modification that you once could get. And that's the thing. If you complain about this that isn't correct, well, go around and look for one, because you know as well as I know, guys that are into these cars, into these mods, you cannot find these things. And if you do, you're going to be paying. So my goal is to, why not, okay, running price, I've seen them anywhere from, if you find one like I just showed you that's on my car, I've seen them go anywhere from $300 to $500. So my thought is, well, how about we keep some money in our pockets, get a reproduction that's just darn near as good as, the original, and sell it for half of going retail. So and then over the years, even when I wanted one for reverse engineering and things like that, it was very difficult to get one. So yeah, there's the code there that it just ran. So yeah, so like I said, there was guys that wouldn't sell me anything, and they wanted to charge. I mean, granted, I get it. I mean, I know this. If you want it bad enough, you find a way to get it. Well, I was fluent enough in lots of fabbing and things like that, with race cars and stuff like that over the years, and engines and stuff. So CNC work is kind of fun to me, in the sense that you can create something and have it look very professional. And I guess, best lack of better word, yeah, granted I'm making money on it, but I'm sharing. I even offered to share the file, so a lot of these guys wouldn't sell me nothing because, oh no, I'm gonna reverse engineer this, and I'm gonna have this 3D printed, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. Well, I can tell you, here we are 4 years later that I've been to these vehicles, and I have yet to see anybody do any of the reverse engineering that I've done. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back by any means, but I've kind of known if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it to the end, and then probably fine tune on it. So like I said, I hate to be that guy and say, kind of get mouthy about it, but I'm a professional person, but I also, I'd like to see results. I'd like to see somebody else do it, because then I think it'd be cool to kind of exchange, like, hey, how did you do this, how did you do that? But that's kind of where I land, is, but as far as thought process, but, some of this stuff, people want to buy it and then, bolt it on and you're done. So it's up to me as the guy building the product to basically make it plug and play. So there's basically no thought process. If you're not very handy with a lot of things, you're not very fluent and how things work as far as mechanics and just modification and materials. And I mean, I've been a machinist for, I'm coming up on 25 years. So, I mean, that's not a lot, but it's more than the next guy, and it's less than the next guy. So I guess the point of the video was just kind of share, finally, after a while, because the thing of it is, this was what's funny about it, is I had to build the machine to be able to get the product done. I have several other products. I mean, a guy can run anything you want on this, but I just got this done last summer. I've dialed in steps per inch, got all the software working. This is touch screen. It's basically a CNC machine. And it can cut, big things of that platform, nice soft products and things like that. But I'm not even done with the machine as far as adding features to it. So you know, it's kind of one of the things. It's funny. It's like the guy building the grills is also building, or other products. He's building the machine to do the product. You know, so kind of look at that as being a well-rounded individual. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of pretty stoked about that, having that done. So just thought I'd share. There's the first Tony Stewart SLP copy. I'm trying to get a good silhouette. I think you got to get the idea though. Get a good silhouette of the product, and it come out really nice. I'm very pleased with it. Like I said, I may tweak some stuff and put some features. I was going to thinking about putting a groove on the front side of this. Use like a 3/16 ball mill and it's just puts more features on the product basically. It'd be nice to have a little bit sharper radius in here, on the inside and on the outside as well. So like I said, we're going to just fine tune what we have, but that's another thing. Maybe give me some of your feedback. I'll probably share this video in a couple Monte Carlo groups, but this ABS plastic has two choices. You have smooth surface, as you can see how it reflects. It's kind of shiny. Then you also have matte finish, which if I can get up close enough, you can kind of get an idea. It's rough. It has a texture to it. So I guess my question to the consumer or people that may buy these products, what would you prefer? Would you have a textured... I've had it about 50-50 feedback, but granted there wasn't a much feedback as far as what you just wanted the product. So, you know, you just take what the customer would like to see and then just use that as continuous improvement. So would you prefer the smooth surface on the outside, or would you have the texture? Myself, I kind of dig the texture. That will be easily paintable. I've got them down now to where they're all black, so most people choose not to paint them. But after this step here, you cut the frames, and I basically have to go on the back side, whichever it may be, and then I have grill material, which is an ABS plastic mesh that looks much like the original, and I basically plastic weld it through the whole perimeter of it, and then I installed the two-sided tape over that. So basically when you stick it on, the tape and everything is holding that in. If it isn't attached to the grill, then that piece of mesh is still going to be retained by the tape behind that. So but it's very, you know, temperature sensitive, and making sure it's clean when you get it installed. So that's where we are now. Pretty happy with that, and got several material. I'm gonna probably end up getting possibly get 4 out of 1 sheet. So that being said, eventually have hopefully 8 grills for sale. So I think that would make some guys happy. So thanks for watching, and see ya.